Hello, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I did this nail set. I pushed back and cut my cuticles off camera, and now I am applying my tips. So I didn't really know what I wanted for this set, so I just kind of went with the flow and just had some fun. So here I'm blending my natural nail with the tip with my hand file. I am right-handed, so that's why it looks super awkward, me trying to file my right hand with my left hand. Now I'm removing the shine from my tips so the polygel can grip better. Now I'm going to be applying my dehydrator only on my natural nails. Now I'm applying my primer, and I'm also just applying this to my natural nail. I applied 2 coats of the primer. Now I'm applying the top coat, and I will be applying that on the entire nail. So I'm going to start by applying a clear layer of polygel. So I'm just tapping the polygel down and pushing it back as far as possible without touching the cuticle. Since I'm going to be using white polygel, and white polygel doesn't really cure that well when it's too thick, I thought that this would be the best way to do it, just to apply a clear layer of polygel and then adding my design on top of it. By the way, I'm using alcohol for my slip solution. So for my thumb, I wanted to do an ombre effect, so I applied my white polygel first, and then I cured that. I started out with the bead on the tip, and then I just kind of pushed down and up a little bit and dragged it up until it was thin enough that I could cure it and add another layer on top. So my first bead was way too thin, so I added another small little bead, and I did the same thing. I pushed it up and dragged it up until it kind of faded into the clear polygel. So after I cured that for 60 seconds, I added my next color and I chose pink. So I'm just pushing the pink down and back as far as possible without touching the cuticle. Once I build up my apex, I kind of just pulled down onto the tip to create that ombre look. I know my apex doesn't look that thick right now, but I am going to be encapsulating this polygel with clear, so that's why I'll be, really building up that apex. After I cure that for 60 seconds, I applied my clear polygel and I build up my apex and encapsulated the ombre look. If you don't encapsulate your ombre design, when you go back and remove any bumps or anything like that, when you use your file, you might remove some of the layers of the ombre, so it's not going to look ombre anymore. So make sure that you encapsulate that. For my pointer finger, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I kind of just went with like a split design. I did pink and white. So I applied my white first, and then I cured that for 60 seconds. So when I applied my pink, it wouldn't move around. I don't really encapsulate this because it doesn't matter like how much I file down, it's still gonna be the same design because I did it separately. So I didn't really encapsulate this. For my middle finger, I wanted to do ombre again. So this time I put the white on the top and the pink on the bottom. I cure the white for 60 seconds before applying my pink. So I started out with a very small bead of pink, and then I worked it up by dragging it all the way up to the white and fading into the white to create that ombre look. So for my ring finger, I did everything off camera. I'm so sorry about this. I did not know this until I was editing. So I kind of don't have any footage for my ring finger, but I did the same thing that I did to my pointer finger. I did pink on top and white at the bottom instead of white on top and pink at the bottom like on the pointer. So for my pinky, I don't know what I was doing here. It was just a mess. I wanted to do like 3 colors and I don't know what happened. So I just kind of went with the flow and I did like a little, I don't know, marble, I guess, a mix. I don't know what I did, but it came out pretty cute. So now I'm going to shape up the nails a little bit and remove any bumps with my nail file. I went in with my e-file because some of the bumps were kind of hard to remove. And after a lot of filing, I finally added my top coat. This is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!